Good evening and welcome to The Experts, where we discuss the latest headlines of interest to me. My first guest is a hard-working American icon who inspired millions of female factory workers during this country's darkest hour, meaning World War II and not the Obama administration. Please welcome Rosie the Riveter.
Hi, Brian. Good to be here.
Thank you for coming, Rosie. Also joining me is the host of the popular podcast, Dr. Amanda Gets You Through Life. Dr. Amanda.
Hi, I'm Dr. Amanda.
How you doing, Doctor?
Great.
Amanda?
Really, really great. I'm feeling good about this one. Can't wait to help you guys.
All right, then. And finally, our last guest was known as the Lion of the Senate and the Driver from Hell. He served 47 years as Senator for the Bay State. Please welcome Senator Ted Kennedy. Senator.
Hello, Brian. Thank you for having me on the program.
Thank you for coming on the program.
My pleasure.
Glad you could make it. All right, I've picked out a few news topics to discuss. They are of interest to me. The first one is a report suggesting that Congress might be getting dumber. So the Sunlight Foundation comes out and says that Congress is now speaking at a 10.6 grade level. So I guess that's sophomore, halfway through sophomore year. 7 years ago, it was 11.5. First of all, do you think this is just another one of those meaningless statistics designed to get us to kind of rally around our cause and, oh, yeah, those guys are stupid, I knew it? Or do you think there's legitimacy to this survey? Senator?
Well, of course, I remember my time in the Senate. The level of discourse when I was there, I thought was at a very high level. I would put us at a 14, 15 grade level, whatever that is equivalent to outside of a prep school. I am putting it to the Republicans that they are the ones bringing down the level of discourse in the Senate. I personally purchased a number of word-a-day calendars for my fellow senators. Whether they've chosen to use them or not, that is their decision.
And just so happens it was the other way around back in about 2005, 2006. When the Democrat, and what I noticed in the survey...
The year that I failed to distribute my word-a-day calendars.
Exactly. The Obama State of the Union address was at an 8.4 grade level.
A brilliant move by Obama to reach out to a youth vote, thinking ahead to the future of the party.
Brian, if I could just jump in here real
Sure,
quick. Now, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Congress mostly men, right?
Yeah, mostly
They're all big, dumb men, right?
They're big men.
I'll say this. Sometimes the job you do makes you feel dumber, okay? Sometimes you think, hey, this is great fun. I'm a lady going to work. I'm getting a cute red bandana. Look at my outfit. I look great in it, right? And then you get there, and you feel like you're getting dumber by the second. Every rivet you poke, every hole you poke, every plane you make, you feel like, oh, your soul's dying. You're turning less and less into a woman and more into a man. I'd love to get in a room with those big, dumb men and just have my way with them.
Well, I mean, is it not rewarding to be contributing to a noble effort?
No, it is. Ladies, we can do it. I'm just saying, after a while, it really grates on you, lady, you know?
All the riveting.
All the riveting. Just riveting and riveting.
Dr. Amanda, what do you think? Do you think, is this trend of the Congress speaking at a lower grade level alarming to you, normal to you? What do you suggest?
Not alarming at all. In fact, on the Dr. Amanda podcast, I tell my patients, you know, it's good to embrace what I call groan and moan method. Don't use words. Express yourself with emotions. You know, are you angry? Ugh! That is clearer than saying, I'm angry.
So you would want a State of the Union address to be delivered with groaning and moaning?
Break it down. Take it down to what it originally was.
Amen. I'd like to hear Obama groan and moan. Amen, amen.
Oh, dear.
See?
Okay.
Have you ever expressed yourself without words? I mean, have you even tried? I mean, I encourage it.
Wait, what does that mean? I'm hungry?
Oh, hungry.
That's what that means?
Wouldn't you rather I say, hi, Rosie, I'm very hungry?
But isn't it interesting that you did that grunt and I said, oh, you're hungry, because I knew it right away, because I can read a man. Man, I know your needs, okay? If you grunt at me, I will bring you what you need.
All right, let's move on to Miley Cyrus.
Who?
Miley Cyrus.
Rosie, if you are not familiar, Miley Cyrus is a popular teen music sensation, also known by her alter ego, rock star Hannah Montana.
Oh, she's the son of the country guy who's weird.
That's correct.
Great.
Yeah, Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Achy Breaky Heart fame, and that's it. Okay, so Miley Cyrus is 19 years old, very attractive lady. Shows up at the Billboard Music Awards wearing this very revealing dress. And the press is all up in arms because she showed side boob. I'd never even heard this term. Side boob. Rosie, have you heard the term?
No, I need some explanation. Senator?
I'd be happy to elaborate on side boob. Now, yeah, you can imagine, of course, a breast.
Of course, I've got some.
Naturally. Now, if you look at a breast and think of just the side of the breast.
Which side? Outside or inside?
I've made some extensive review of these photos. I believe it is inside side boob.
Okay.
You are able to see the side, and then from that, extrapolate what the rest of the breast may look like. Doctor, you're of course familiar with these medical needs.
The shapes of breast, you know, you can use your imagination to figure out what shape is that boobie, or you can actually just look at it, feel it, and then know the actual shape of it.
That is, of course, the preferred method.
Dr. Amanda, I mean, what do you think, 19-year-olds showing off side boob? Is it a big deal? Is it not a big deal?
I mean, I'm a doctor. I'm not scared of skin. You know, I deal with bodies day and night. Sometimes my patients, I require them to be completely nude.
Okay, why do they have to be completely naked?
The naked body allows me to feel comfortable as a doctor. You don't need to hide your skin. A side boob is nothing more than meat of the body.
Meat of the body.
And that's something that you should share with the world.
It's a very enlightened attitude.
Sure. Wow.
Okay, well,
I'd like to get some of this side boob. How do I get myself a shirt with side boob so I can get people feeling my breasts?
It's not really a riveting shirt. I think it's riveting in a different
It's always about riveting, isn't it, Brian?
Yeah.
We're always going right back to riveting.
Don't let him tell you what you need to do.
Thank you, Dr. Amanda.
In Brian's
cut a
defense,
hole
it
in
is
that
part
shirt.
of your name.
It's true.
All right, let's move on to private prisons. New Hampshire is, the New Hampshire government is considering, or they're taking bids right now, to turn their prisons, all of them, over to a private company to manage them. I'm a little concerned about privately run prisons. Do you think they will, that profit will trump the rehabilitation, and these companies will focus on making money rather than rehabilitating prisoners?
Now, Brian, I understand your concern, but I and some business associates of mine have a bid in New Hampshire to start a rehabilitation facility, a prison, for female-only inmates. The activity schedule is very rigorous in terms of rehabilitation. A lot of pillow fights, foxy boxing, swimsuit comparisons, perhaps bringing in some side boob, as we discussed earlier.
So you're in favor of private prisons?
Brian, I think private prisons can really do the job if they are managed closely. You need somebody in there looking at every aspect of that female-only prison.
Okay, how about a male-only prison?
I would say I would have next to no interest in
And
it.
I would say, how do I get there?
What I'm trying to say is, you know, should we be concerned that a for-profit prison may not have the prisoner's best interests at heart? And that, because there have been plenty of cases where these corporations, they hire unqualified people to be guards because they pay them low wages. There's a lot of turnover, which you don't really want in the prison industry.
I see what you're saying, Brian. You hire low-paid guards. They're not really guarding. Anyone, a young woman, can sneak into a prison full of men and have her way with them because she's lonely and she's working hard, right?
Dr. Amanda, what do you think about private prisons?
I don't know any prison that's not private. Can you just walk into a prison and sunbathe?
Well, no, we're talking
Or
about
decorate
private.
it yourself?
No, privately
you
owned.
I
can't.
have tried
You
both
can't.
of those things, and they are not allowed.
No,
Therefore, every prison is private.
we're talking about the management of the prison. Did you have your degree is in psychology, or?
I am a doctor of all life, of all different forms.
What I think Brian is trying to ask is, where did you receive your medical training?
Okay, yes. Well, for a long time, I was engaged to a doctor. He gave me a certificate. Then I went through the process of taking that certificate to a college, and I said, "Do you think this looks accurate?" And they said, "Dr. Amanda, we've heard your podcast. You don't need to ask us questions. You've got the answers."
Dr. Amanda, I don't want to cast aspersions on you, but it sounds as though you stole your fiance's medical degree and put your own name on it.
Excuse me, you stink of alcohol, so I do not need to fall
real
under
drunk.
your pressure.
I have had 4 to 5 alcoholic beverages as early as 10 minutes ago, but I am completely confident in my ability to respond to questions and answer them in an informative way.
He has functioned fine as an alcoholic for 47
While
years.
we're
in the Senate.
asking hard-hitting questions, where did you get that alcohol and how do I get some?
Now that's a question.
It's in my automobile. If you'd care to join me there, I've got a full cocktail set. We can mix you up pretty much anything you could imagine.
Great.
Where'd you park at the East River?
No, I believe I'm at a garage there. Oh, I see what you've done there. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to this question. The organic people. So this study comes out in the Journal of Social, Psychological, and Personality Science saying that people who eat organic foods are more likely to be judgmental and self-righteous. Rosie, where do you stand on organic food people? I mean, these organic people, are they jerks or not?
Well, I've meet a lot of jerks who eat non-organic foods. Mostly we can't get organic foods because everything's rationed. There's a war going on.
Yeah, there was.
So stop being a baby about it, everyone. Just eat whatever you want. No one's a jerk because of what they eat.
Doctor, whatever.
Food is just like people. You should not say, this food is bad and this food is good. Everything is good.
Well, that's,
Everything is good.
No, some foods are bad, some foods are good. I mean, you know, foods that are high in fat.
Again, you've been taught these lies by society, and you're so scared you don't want to get out of the box. Get out of the box, you little baby kitten. Get out of the box. Get out of the box.
I'm not in a box. I'm not a baby kitten.
You're in a box.
I'm not in a box.
Baby kitten.
I'm sitting at a desk.
Let me feed you the milk of truth.
You just said all foods are good.
Have you ever had a piece of food that wasn't food?
No, all food is food, but is all food good? No.
I mean, I'm a doctor.
Brian, I am 4 to 5 whiskeys into this day, but this lady is not making a lot of sense right now. I will say that I express a personal preference for organic food, specifically organic beverages. I believe to be of superior quality to an inorganic or a standard beverage. I'm getting a look from all three of you.
We're talking about organic foods, and you kind of moseyed on over to organic alcohol.
Which are made from organic food.
Well, see, thank you, Rosie. I appreciate your support.
That is a fact.
Basically, whatever is available that is on the top shelf or higher, the secret shelves, as we all know.
All right, I appreciate it. That concludes this week's BS of A. If there's anyone you'd like to see on The Experts, please email their names to theexperts@gbtv.com. Like us on Facebook, love us on Twitter. See you next time on the BS of A. Good night.